So I was like 8 or 9. I climbed over the wall to the other side. Just to realize I couldn't get out. So I was in there for, I'd say, about 4 hours until the staff of the building site came. My parents are not in the wires. I thought I was just out with my brother.
Yeah.
Till they came to work and unlocked me, and they opened the door, and I was there with like 15 empty Coke cans.
Where'd you get all the cans of Coke?
They had them. That's why I climbed in. That's why I wanted to go in there.
You missed it, lads. We had about 3 minutes into the podcast before we realised nothing was working.
We had to cut it all.
Yeah, it was the best 3 minutes of
Unless
content.
you left the room.
Yeah, he's gone doing Fearless digital stuff.
But yeah, we were talking about that.
Talking about how happy you've been.
That I have been having a really good mental health week. Yeah. I've been trying to talk about, like, because I've been going to therapy, I've been trying to talk about this on stage of how I have to, like, pay my therapist only in cash. He only takes cash. And how, like, funny I think that is, because I think it's hilarious. Right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really weird.
Yeah, cash in hand kind of a joke.
Yeah, like
you know?
I'm bearing my hat out to her and then giving her the drug dealer handshake afterwards. You know, it's a little bit extra there for you now.
My last therapist was female, and I had to pay her in cash. What if it's the same therapist?
What is this, like a scam that's being
Like,
run on us?
I without doxing this person, I kind of want to see. Like, I don't know. Can we break the cameras again?
What's like a hint I could give you that would? What's the therapist's hair color?
Do you have to go up a couple of stairs?
No.
Okay, the wrong person.
What's the
then.
therapist's hair color?
I would say auburny, kind of greyishy, auburny, brown.
No, different person.
No,
This one's blonde.
blonde.
Yeah.
All right, fair. All the female therapists are just doing cash in hand jobs.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. It's a racket, boy. It's a racket.
But it's doing you well.
It's doing well. There's a lot of stuff going well, you know. Like the
Unreal.
confidence is high. I feel good. I'm not depressed. It's great. I'm loving it.
That's good, man.
The
That's
comedy
great.
is fucking busier than ever. So that's
Unreal.
lovely.
Yeah, sure. We were chatting about like there's some buzz this year with the comedy.
Some buzz. It's mental. It's never been like this. Even the Roundy on non-comedy nights is busier than I've ever seen it in January.
Yeah, it's all coming back. I feel like nightlife's coming back a bit.
Dry January is fucked, but
Savoy's reopening.
Savoy is reopening.
Savoy is reopening.
So
You've never been, you told me. You've never been
No.
to the Savoy.
But I know it's like the event of the year.
Well, it can be a bit scummy as well. Like near the end, it got a bit scummy because okay, so the way the Savoy works is you have the main dance floor, right?
Yeah.
And then you have like balconies, like it was a theater before. You know,
Yeah.
you have the balcony areas where people can drink, and then above that, there's more balconies people can drink. And I remember near the end of the last Savoy, there was people just chucking bottles and shit down to the dance floor,
Train
like,
spotting style.
Yeah.
Jesus. Boy. I mean, I think it'd be okay because the guys who are taking it over, the guys who run Life at St. Luke's, and that's a fairly civilized affair.
Yeah, I know it'll
Yeah.
be grand, but that's the way it kind of ended, you know. But the Halloween events I used to go, Freak Scene used to be on. Yeah,
Is that
Freak
like
Scene.
the golf night?
Yeah. So Freak Scene around Cork used to be this event. It wasn't in a fixed venue.
Yeah.
You know, it was a thing that kind of went from venue to venue, probably because it was so messy at times. But, you know, the Halloween Freak Scene was class. Everyone dressed up, having the crack, you know.
That sounds good. I do love a good emo night. There's always a good buzz around those.
Funny enough, there was one year I was dressed up as Walter White from Breaking Bad. Who would have known?
Prophetic, really. Prophetic. I am the one who golfs. Yeah.
I was fucking Spanish Batman another year.
Spanish Batman.
Zorro.
El Batmano.
El Batmano. What's Batman in German?
Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
We call him Batman.
Fucking what a shit language.
We don't
man.
call him Fledermausmann.
Fledermausmann.
Why would we call him that?
No, Fledermausmann.
Fledermausmann and Robin.
Man is man.
Man.
Mon. Like
Fledermaus is bat.
Fledermaus.
Fledermaus, it means...
What's Fleder mean then?
It means like
Flying
it means that's kind
Flying
of
mouse, is
like
it?
rag mouse.
Rag mouse. Okay.
Yeah, like rag mouse.
Okay.
Fledermaus.
Yeah.
Fledermaus.
Fledermaus.
It's a good word, actually. I never realized how good of a German word that is, Fledermaus.
Fledermaus, yeah.
Should be the name of like a death metal band.
But like it goes more well with the Spider-Man theme tune. Fledermaus, Fledermaus,
does whatever a
Fledermaus does.
I love. It does sound like a death metal band, doesn't it?
Fledermaus.
And now we're playing Wrath of God by Fledermaus.
Bam, down, bam, down, bam, down. Nah, man, I'm delighted you're in good
Yeah, man,
spirits,
really,
bro.
really
How long have
good.
you been going to the therapy?
Since the beginning of the year.
Since the beginning of
Yeah,
the
it's
year.
my little resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's expensive, but it's helpful.
What are we talking? What price are you paying? I was hitting
That's-
€70 a sesh.
Oh, it's more.
Is it more than
It's
that?
more, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I can say
The
it.
hot ones cost more.
It's not much more, but it's slightly more than that.
Slightly more. I'm going to say 85. Why can't you say it?
I don't know. I feel like 85 is pretty spot on. I mean, like that's GDPR. I don't know. We never signed anything. She just takes cash in hand, so it's probably
Exactly,
highly
you said
illegal.
it was cash in hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cash in hand is so funny.
They'll never find her.
She's not even a therapist, like. Just being absolutely fleeced over here.
Stop. I know, yeah. Just a random woman fleecing you for money.
Yeah. But it's good. I just had like.
Look back, has she ever given you advice? Or have you just ranted at her?
No. There's no voices here, no invoices, no paper trail. But
No building,
it's
metered in an alley. Good old alleyway therapy.
It's nice because like you don't realize how many insecurities you have where you like doubt yourself and you think like I'm a horrible person.
Yeah.
Like because that just sticks with you when you like get it in your head that you fucked something up or you did something wrong and you just beat yourself up over it and you talk to somebody who's like a professional who tells you no, you didn't do anything wrong. This is just an issue you have that you need to deal with properly. And
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with you. It's just something that's been messed up in your head that you haven't untangled. That's really helpful.
Yeah.
To be appreciated of where you are in life, you know, that's nice.
To be honest as well, man, like I feel the same this year. I feel like I've gotten a couple more healthy balances in my life and I've started like really kind of like giving up the cigarettes and moving on to the vape, but I'm doing it in such a way where I still have cigarettes. Like I've always idolized giving up stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like whenever I tried to give up cigarettes, for example, I'd always be like, it would be on my mind all day that I'm giving up cigarettes. And I was like, that's what I hate about giving up stuff,
Yeah.
that it occupies my mind so much. So this time round, I've kind of been like, I am giving up, but I'm doing it so nonchalantly. So I have the vape and I have the cigarettes and I'm vaping outdoors as well. So I'm not trying to, because I know I could easily fall into a thing where I just use the vape indoors and smoke cigarettes outdoors,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Double dip.
Yeah. And I don't want to do that. So I'm smoking the vape outdoors when I can. And I'm really like, every time I want to have a cigarette, I'm like, will I have a vape first? And then I have the vape and I think I'm down to like 2 or 3 cigarettes a day. And it's nice. I feel like I feel a little bit liberated
Yeah.
from cigarettes, whereas before I would always need one. You know, I'd always need a cigarette, but I'm fucking a bit liberated now, you know?
I get you.
And even now,
it's tough to quit it, especially with the job and everything as well, because it's just so.
it's routines, man.
Yeah.
Like it's all, and like here's a big thing that I started doing as well. I started writing down and getting really curious about when my body reacts to stuff.
Yeah.
So when I have like a mega craving, like instead of me like idolizing a cigarette in my head, I start asking myself, why now? Why in this moment do I really want a cigarette? And I write it down, you know? And I've started to kind of like realize certain things my body does in certain situations. And it's not always stress, to be honest, you know?
Yeah.
There's times where, you know, one of my biggest triggers is when I'm in a proper flow state. You know, when I'm writing like comedy or whatever and it's really good and you're like, oh, and you feel it in your body and you're like, I need to get this on the page. That's one of my big triggers. And I start smoking like a trooper there, you know?
yeah. I get you.
But then when that happened to me recently, you know, I started writing as to why is this happening to me? You know what I mean? Like why, when I'm in this energetic flow state, do I want to smoke these cigarettes, you know? And I think it's just like my body becoming like hyper, not able to handle the energy my head has, you know what I mean? So like trying to get over that. And I've started going for a little walk now, right? So if I get into that stage and I'm really wanting a cigarette, so I would put down the the pen and whatever. I'd go for a walk for 5 minutes. I'd come back and then I can sit there and just write away, you know,
Yeah.
which is great. It's great, you know.
I agree with you. I think that's a better habit to have because I can be the same. It's for me, it's like getting high. Like when I get into a big flow state, I'm like, oh yeah, I just want to smoke a bunch of pinners now.
Yeah.
As it happens to me, and then it kills kind of my work ethic a little bit.
It kills it,
Yeah.
it kills it.
It's
you know?
not good.
Yeah.
But there's something in your head that's like when you're killing it, where you're like, no, I've fucking reward myself with a bit of lung cancer there. It'd be fantastic. It's not, I don't know where it's covered. It's really weird. Huh?
By the way, can I vape on the podcast? Have you ever seen that video of just this dude and he's in Amish country and he's just smoking a big fat joint and he's just like, I'm in Amish smoking big doinks in Amish. And it's just, I don't know why, but it's one of the funniest little memey videos. And every time I hear in my head will just say big doinks and I'll start laughing. Like
there's a bunch of funny Amish videos. One classic I remember is when this Amish family walks into an electronics store and the employee, the second they turn around to like, there's a big wall full of televisions, they all turn off. And the second they turn around, this employee presses a remote and all the TVs jump on. Kids are like,
that reminds me. I never told you about time I got lost in Debenhams when I was a young kid, no? No, have I ever brought that up?
No,
on the
I don't think
podcast?
so.
No,
there's no Debenhams.
It was the first time I ever seen CCTV cameras and the video, right? So me and my mum and my brother were walking into Debenhams in Cork and I was young, like I was probably 9 or 10, I don't know. But we were walking into Debenhams and they had the monitors up at the top of the door, you know? So as you walk in, you just see a load of monitors playing the same thing, which was the entrance of Debenhams.
Yeah.
And I seen myself on the TV and I just stopped and I was like, wow. And I was looking at myself and my mum and my brother walked on and I was just entranced. I started waving at myself. I think I was there for like 40 minutes just doing stuff at the front door of Debenhams. Like anyone could have grabbed me, you know. But it got to the point where
you
like,
were on CCTV, they couldn't have grabbed you. You know?
but it got to the point where my mum had to go to the Debenhams staff and call out my name, like, and literally fucking say, my son's missing, I can't find him, you know?
Yeah.
And on the intercom, it just goes, Christopher McShane, can Christopher McShane please come to blood? And then I was just more entranced. I was like, whoa!
Christopher McShane.
I was like, how does it know me?
Can we get Christopher McShane to tell one, please? I had those before.
But they found me then and my mum was just pure embarrassed. She was like, fuck you.
What are you doing, you little idiot?
A load of funny little shopping stories like that. I've definitely told you about my dad when he got sent in one Christmas to get the Christmas gifts, right? And this was when I was pretty young. This was when the Game Boy Color was coming out, right?
Yeah.
And he went in, my mum gave him the money, go in, get your fucking son a Game Boy Color, you know, and then he was like, you know, mad for the pints. He just wanted to go to the pub anyway. But he went in and he forgot what it was that he was meant to get. And apparently he walked up to the counter in Smith's and he was like, and you know him with the big Northern Irish voice, you know, he goes up to Smith's and he's like, I'm here to get my son a Playboy Color. Playboy Color. A Playboy Color for my son. And I think he got so embarrassed and stuff that he just ended up in the pub. My mum had to go in and get the fucking Game Boy after.
No Playboy for you there. Yeah.
No Playboy. It would have been the best Christmas ever.
Could have changed your life. Yeah.
It's in colour now? I love
She's
hearing,
dressed like Mario.
I honestly love, you know, when you grow a bit older and you're chatting away to your parents and you find like a different angle of a story that you thought was completely different as a child. You know what I mean? Like where your parents tell you what actually happened and you're like, oh my God, I didn't know you were like that. Or I didn't. I love that stuff.
I got this is like the only story like this I think I have is there was a building site on my village. They were building quite a big one. Is for like a rich guy moved to the village. So it was a huge building site. I was there for ages. And I saw that they had like this big box of cans cans of Coke in like the staff room in the building site, but it was locked. So I was like 8 or 9. I climbed over the wall to the other side. Just to realize I couldn't get out. So I was in there for, I'd say, about 4 hours until the staff of the building site came. My parents are not in the wires. I thought I was just out with my brother.
Yeah.
Till they came to work and unlocked me, and they opened the door, and I was there with like 15 empty Coke cans.
Where'd you get all the cans of Coke?
They had them. That's why I climbed in. That's why I wanted to go in there. So I just drank Coke over the entire
brilliant.
box.
Brilliant. Did you? Okay, can you remember how you felt back then? Because I feel like that would have been cool. Or did you feel like it was the end of your life?
I felt very scared at first. But then when I just started digging into the Cokes, I think I felt like, okay.
You're like, I'm an adult now.
Yeah.
Just on the building site with my cans of Coke.
No one can stop me.
That's brilliant. I love that little story.
Yeah, those are always good, man. It's fun when you think of stuff you were doing as a kid and you're like, no, that was good.
We used to always be sneaking onto building sites as young
Building
fellas.
sites are great crack.
They were like the playgrounds of the north
Great
side.
crack.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, same. We only had one playground and it was shite, so I always just hopped on everything. It was a building site or a big mound of dirt or something. We were like, nice.
Yeah,
Here we go.
we were crazy because we used to play chasing on places we shouldn't really. Like they had 3-story houses with scaffolding around it, so 3 levels of scaffolding.
Yeah.
And scaffolding isn't the most secure thing ever. If you've ever seen the way it is, it's just boards of wood on a tiny lips of metal, you know. And I just remember, like, we were running on the scaffolding, chasing each other. And I remember I was it, so I was to catch everyone. And one of the lads was underneath on the scaffolding, and he was running, and I was running over him, and my scaffolding was ending, and his kept going. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I was running, and I just jumped straight down onto this, from the 3rd floor scaffolding onto the 2nd floor scaffolding. The wood broke and I went straight through to the 1st floor, right? And then the wood broke on the 1st floor, but my legs got jammed. I didn't go any further down. I got stuck in the wood, so my legs were stuck. Like, my hips were bruised, I can tell you. But
it's kind of lucky though, probably.
Below on the 1st floor, there was another lad, and he was literally walking, and I just landed in front of him, got stuck in the scaffolding right in front of him, and I just tagged him, and I was like, "You're it," and I was like, "Ow!"
Probably lucky, man. If you would have fallen through that as well, you might have.
Yeah, but I feel like when you're a kid, you're a bit more robust, man.
That's
you know?
true. That
like,
is also
even
true.
this year, I'm finding, like, you know, when it was a little bit icy, I was actually afraid for the first time in my life, because I was like, if I fall, it'll actually hurt. Whereas when you're younger, man, like, you're just so, your bones are supple, you can fucking, you know, they can bend and whatever. I felt like nothing could really hurt me when I was a young fella.
Man, there's a lot of that. It's fun when you're young and you just do dangerous shit.
Yeah.
I used to be mad for tying like sleds to the back of a car. I mean, whatever uncle would let us do it, just tie the sled to the back and then tell him to go as fast as he can.
What happens when you hit the brakes, dude? You find out.
Sometimes we went flying. Like, sometimes we did go flying.
The ice cream van used to come around, and we used to hop on the back of it.
Where's this going?
Yeah. While it was driving, and we had a chicken van that we used to jump on the roof of, and it used to drive all the way up to like the chippers to deliver chicken, and we were just on the top the whole time, like.
We have come for your chicken.
But you'd even see it, like, there'd be people out, and like, I don't know, your man's name was Liam or something. Liam, there's kids on the top of your van. He was crazy. Crazy stuff. I miss being a kid. I miss getting away with that stuff.
Yeah, man, that shit is really fun.
I was just thinking as well recently, was egging people a big thing back in the day for you?
No.
No? Or at Halloween, would your house get egged?
No.
That must be a very Irish thing.
I think it's just not a village thing. If I would have like egged someone's house,
it might just be an Irish thing, egging someone's house.
I think they do in America too. Because I'm pretty sure if someone in our village would have egged someone's house, they would have known exactly who it was and where they lived in like seconds.
Yeah, okay, fair.
And the parents would have immediately like disciplined. Like there was no
getting away with it.
There was no hiding anything, you know.
I was thinking about this. I was like, I definitely got egged more when I was younger. Do you know what I mean? Like, I haven't...
You haven't been egged as an adult?
I haven't been egged as an adult. Now that I say it, please don't egg me. Please don't egg me, people.
I haven't been egged in a while, you know.
I haven't been egged in ages, man.
Doesn't
But like,
feel
I was even thinking about it. What a weird thing to do, like to throw a dead fetus at someone and laugh. Like that's essentially what it is.
No, it's fucking horrible.
It's a horrible thing to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially when like teenagers and kids do it to cars and stuff.
There was
like,
one
you know
guy-
what? You
come
kind of
here.
deserve to be slapped up for this. Like seriously.
But it got so bad down here. Like a couple of weeks prior to Halloween,
Yeah.
like all the shops required ID to buy eggs. You know, like that was it. Like we were being asked, all right, like, and it was like people looking for drink. We were asking, will you go in and buy us eggs? You know, it was a weird time, man. It was a weird time. And I remember there was one lad I used to hang around with. He wasn't the smartest tool in the box, to be honest, but he went and stole eggs from his house, you know, and he was in the hallway and I was standing outside his house, so I was waiting for him to come out, and behind him in the kitchen his mum just kind of like turned and looked down the corridor and was just like, did you just take eggs from the fridge? And he just turned around and he goes, shut the fuck up, ma'am, and he egged her and ran out of the house. Yeah. And he closed the door and you could hear her screaming.
Oh
like,
my god!
it was like the Balrog was chasing us, dude.
Shit. Oh my god!
That's how fucking lawless it was back then. People egging their own mums. I would never. I could
never
egg my mum.
I couldn't egg my mum. Couldn't egg my mum.
For $1 million, I would.
Submit
She'd-
to the podcast. Could you ever egg your mum?
Could you egg your mum for
you egg your mum?
nothing? Yeah,
For
yeah.
nothing.
For nothing.
Just for the joy
For
of
the
game.
thrill.
For the
Yeah.
thrill of it. For the thrill of it. I never understood egging either. I never.
But I
understood
think
it.
America didn't have egging that much. I think it was the TPing. They had the
TPing,
toilet roll.
you're right,
Which is
yeah.
a little bit more. Like, I can understand that.
But it's
That's
more
it.
clean up as well, I suppose.
Do you think it's harder to clean up
Maybe
the toilet paper?
I don't know. The thing that I hate about the egging is that people egg like driving cars and shit because
Yeah.
someone can just die when you do that. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Well, if you're like a teenager, like, oh, let's egg the cars and someone has an accident, your life is like ruined.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
never gonna get a job again. Like, you're fucked.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure eggs did something to windows and walls. Like
Yeah.
I remember seeing houses get egged. It wouldn't have been me doing the egging, just so you know. And like it getting stuck to a wall for a week and then coming back and seeing that house 3 years later
Yeah.
and still having that fucking same egg pattern on the fucking wall.
Yeah. I guess the TPing is easier to clean up.
TPing is easier to
It's
clean up.
easier to clean
But
up.
maybe the gutters might be harder because that's what I'm thinking
Yeah.
of now. You know, you might have to get up and get fucking tissue out of the gutter.
Do you know what people haven't done in a while?
What an adult thing to say.
You know, egging people and TPing people is all fine, but you know what people haven't done in a while? The old tear and feathering.
Tarring and
The old
feathering.
tarring and feathering. Tearing and feathering. The old tar and feathering. That hasn't happened. That was a good old prank for a while.
Good old prank. Yeah. Never did that myself. You know.
Would you
Would you tar and feather your mother?
feather your mom?
See, it's normally me that has the cough.
Imagine
That seat, dude.
imagine if you like came home from school just covered in feathers and you're
Covered in feathers.
tarred and feathered
Tarred
today.
and feathered.
it's tough. These kids, man, they're going out of hand.
Yeah. No, isn't that torture though? Yeah.
I think so.
I think the tarring part is burning you.
Yeah. It's definitely.
I don't think it's a simple
inhuman.
prank. You know.
No, it's definitely not just a simple prank.
I don't see little kids sitting around outside shops being like, "Will you go in and get me tar?"
We catch a few birds
Catching
there.
fucking
Yeah.
chickens and plucking the feathers.
I'd say back in the day, there were definitely, there was definitely children tarring and feathering each other.
Actually, talking about feathers now might be a good point.
Yeah.
To talk about the pillows,
The
man.
pillows.
Yeah.
Shall we read out our submission?
Yeah, so last week we asked you guys what ye thought the best pillows were, and some of you did send in suggestions, so thank you. And some of you came up against me in the public to tell me what their favourite pillow was, so I have some of that in my head. I was like, please submit it, because I'll forget. But I think we got a few people saying they got good pillows.
Well, I went into wildcards there because I thought that's where they were, and there's 3 submissions in a row that just have a word each.
Yeah.
Just one word for
Just
each
one word?
submission. Yeah.
Are they different pillows?
One says boobed shaped pillow.
Boobed shaped pillow.
One says
I know why because I spoke to this guy.
one says cowboy boot pillow, and the third submission just says boobs.
So that guy was trying to submit, and he was telling his friend, your man thought he said cowboy boob pillow. And then he wrote it in. And then he was like, by the way, what's a cowboy boob? And he was like, a cowboy boot pillow. And he was on about a cowboy boot shaped pillow that you can get in pennies. And he thinks it's the best pillow in the world. He's like, I'll never. He was even offered. He's going to Australia. He offered it to me. He was like, you can have the pillow when I'm done.
You should have brought it to the studio. You should have brought it to this. That would be great.
He's not gone yet, so he still needs the pillows. But in a couple, and he said to me as well, and I'll be back in a year. I can take it back off you then.
So hey,
and I was like, I don't want to get a text at 2 a.m. being like, hey, do you still have that cowboy shaped?
I think
cowboy boot shaped pillow.
I think I'm just gonna throw this out. Yeah, I think you take him up on it. You put the pillow into the studio.
Will we? I'll ask him.
We'll put it into the studio until he's back, and then when he's back,
we can leave it somewhere here. The cowboy boot pillow. That's one of the top ones apparently. And his friend, he was like adamant that he had the best pillow ever. He sent a link, I think.
Yeah, there is a link here, but I don't think we
can't access the link.
I could copy it.
If you can't copy it because the website's kind of shitty,
I can do it. But tell us more about this.
Just tell me the name of that pillow.
Tell us more about this cowboy boot pillow. I'm just going to bring this
I don't
up.
know much more. I told you everything I know about it.
Give us some more lore.
Someone messaged me on Instagram their pillows as well.
Temperature regulating pillows for better sleep. Temperature regulating pillows keep your customers comfortable in a stable temperature and elevate their entire sleeping experience. Oh, this is like a proper website. Okay. Oh, they make sure your pillow is always warm or cold, whatever you want. This technology was developed by NASA.
I thought you were going to say Nazis.
Operation Paperclip.
So there's a NASA pillow out there.
There's a NASA pillow.
Do we have a picture? Are we able to get a picture up on the podcast just in case people are watching?
I mean, she looks very comfortable.
You can't see the pillow though.
You can't really see the pillow. I wonder if
how much is that pillow,
shot.
bro? So that changes the temperature. So if it gets too hot, you can make it cold again.
There's no shop here, man. What?
I got one here for you as well that someone sent me on Instagram.
Outlast pillow. Oh, here they are. This is what the pillow looks like.
Just like a normal pillow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Outlast pillow developed by NASA.
Outlast pillow.
Aliens know about this pillow.
I tell you what, how much is that one?
That's a good question.
Because I might just buy that one and try it. Because that one sounds cool. And if NASA are making pillows, I'm well up for it.
It's like 85 to 100.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll get that pillow and I'll let you know what I think of that pillow.
If NASA's making pillows.
Because my neck is still fucked, man. This is like 3 episodes in a row now where my neck is still bad, you know?
If NASA can sort it out.
If NASA can, yeah, I'm just floating around the room.
And you know what? If it regulates the temperature, there's no more pillow flipping required.
Yeah, I know.
This thing of the past.
It would just be a switch.
Back
pillow
in my
switching.
day, we used to have to flip the pillows ourselves.
Look at me, so bougie. So bougie with my non-flipping of pillows. Try this one. This one's called Pillow Grigot, Grigot. Google that one and see what that's like.
Pillow Grigot.
Grigot.
I hope we're taking notes of when to put in all the screenshots here now. So,
yeah.
Harry
We
Potter
could do a
pillow?
poll as well. Is it Harry? Oh no, it's not. Is it?
I put in.
You Gringotts, did you?
I put in Pillow Gringotts.
It's just the little goblins, is it?
And Charm created a cushioning effect on the target.
Come on, Grigot. Let's see what that's
How is
like.
that spelled?
Grigot. Grigot.
There's no Grigot pillows.
Pillow Grigot.
There's no Grigot pillows. So you only have Ingrigio throw pillow by Jack Tressler.
Maybe he was on about a Gringotts pillow then.
The only thing that'll fix your neck is magic, boy.
Yeah, just the bank, isn't it?
It's a bag. It's a bag.
No, this is a. Well, I'm getting pillows come up here. First thing that came up as I put Grigot pillow is Michael Guineas.
Guineas would probably have some good pillows.
Grigio, maybe? The Grigio throw pillow.
Oh, Well, I'm glad that we got pillow submissions because you needed the advice for
I
your
need
neck.
the advice
So
from a neck, man. I do.
we need more pillow. In fact, if you guys can post some pillows over, we need to open a PO box just for pillows.
Just have this memory foam contour pillow. Let's take a look at this
You're
one.
just pillow shopping now,
I'm
Chris.
just pillow shopping. Multitasking on the podcast. Bro.
I don't. Yeah, this is
All right, next episode, blankets, everybody.
We're going to have to put in pictures of just
The NASA
pillow
one.
shops.
I'm going to get the NASA pillow.
Just pictures of pillow shops, just shelves of pillows everywhere in the video right now. As you
I'll
can
get the
publish.
NASA pillow. I'll review it. I'll let you know what I
If
think.
we could get a little animation of a photo of you just like walking through a pillow shop for the second. I'm going to read out a real submission.
All right, let's do it.
I'm going to go crime and confessions.
Crime and confessions.
Oh, this one's for me. Hello, big fan of your Instagram reels. Love the one about getting your Yu-Gi-Oh card stolen. This is my question. Did you ever get something else stolen as your kid? And did you ever confront the thief? Keep up the tunes. It's a great question. Did you
Nice.
ever get something stolen as a kid?
Did I ever get something stolen as a kid? Definitely, yeah.
What did you get stolen?
But nothing that can come to mind. I just know that it's happened. You know what I mean?
You don't remember?
I remember Pogs was a big one for us.
Yeah.
Did you have Pogs?
We did have Pogs.
Yeah. So it was like the Wild West when the Pogs came out, man.
Yeah.
Everyone had Pogs, but people were like, they'd ask you to look through your Pogs, you know, and then they'd have like some other man off to the side, and he'd run in and he'd slap your hand, and all your Pogs would go. And it was like Assassin's Creed when you throw money on the ground, and all the people just start. Yeah. That's what it was like. All the kids just start rushing in, grabbing your Pogs. You'll have one kid crying. We got Pogs banned because of that. Like it was gambling. Everyone was gambling Pogs. That's how you play it, right? You used to have a Pog. You used to try flip the other Pog. If you got to flip it upside down, it was your Pog.
You got them both. Yeah.
It was
I remember
the first introduction to gambling that I ever had.
God damn.
It was great.
This is great, Craig.
Pogs were great, and like putting the little Pokemon on them. Oh,
Did you ever confront someone who stole something from you? Because I like that. That's what I like about submissions, because that's interesting.
now my brother is an absolute thief. An absolute thief.
Oh, smudgy.
Smudgy. He
Yeah.
was an absolute thief. Like, because we're brothers, he has it in his mind that what's mine is his, and what's his is his. You know, but I think that's just the sibling thing anyway. But he was fucking always taking stuff off me, to the point where I always had to lock my room and stuff. One time, money went missing. And this is how nice I was back in the day, right? Money went missing. I think I had like €20 or whatever. That went missing. He had his own little bit of money, and he used to hide it in a shoe, and I knew he hid it in a shoe.
Yeah.
And I was like, where the fuck's my money? And I went into the room, and I kind of, at the time, I knew how much money he had and how much money I had, and I looked in the shoe, and lo and behold, it was the two totals of the value put together. And instead of me being a prick and fucking like taking all the money, I literally took the shoe into my room and I started splitting my money from his to give him back his money. He knew I was in my room. I locked the door behind me, and he started baiting down my door. And then he got a spirit level. Do you know what a spirit level
No.
is? No? It's to measure the bar.
I know what that is.
Big yellow bar.
Yeah.
And he started, here's Johnnying my door, like literally breaking in through the door.
For €20.
For 5, I'd say.
For five.
For €5. And he was breaking the door. And I remember I just unlocked the door. I had already split the money, and he had his shoe. I unlocked the door. I opened it. I looked at the damage to the door. I just fucking kicked him, took the spirit level, threw the shoe at him, and locked the door again.
Fucking.
We were mental back in, like, we were doing weird. Yeah.
That's a good story about confronting somebody who stole of you. That's exactly what this is getting at. Because
Yeah.
I think that's always like I had when I was in primary school, one of the kids I was really good friends with. I was really good friends with because we both played a lot of Game Boy games. We used like Pokemon and all that stuff. And he would my games would start going missing like all the time.
I believe this happened to me as well with a friend.
Just like start going missing. And I was like, where the fuck did these games go? And then my mother had like this amazing plan, right? We were over hanging out sometime. One of my games went missing again, but he was still at the house. So my mother basically got all of us to look for the missing game and would not let us stop looking for the missing game until it turned up. To the
Okay.
point where we were looking for like 2 hours.
Fair.
We were like,
And then he obviously put it
hungry
down
and stuff, and he
somewhere.
put it down somewhere where she had previously looked.
Yeah.
And she found it there, so she found out that he stole all the games.
Yeah.
So we ended up driving over to their house, my dad and me, and my dad basically confronted his parents, being like, "We need these back. Like we
Yeah,
spent money
yeah.
to buy him these games. He cannot take them." And
Yeah.
the kid was like crying and everything, and then we never hung out again.
But
And
that's
I feel
fair.
like if I saw him now, I'd still be upset.
See, I feel like the exact same thing happened to me when I finally got my Playboy Color.
Yeah.
And I started.
Some of the pages got ripped out.
Yeah. Page 3's missing, dude. You know? But I'm pretty sure like games used to go missing. But then next week in school, this guy would randomly have got the game, you
Yeah.
know? And it was the most obvious thing ever. But like, I don't know, you're just young and stupid that he thought a week was enough for me to forget that I used to have this game, you know? I feel like that used to happen a lot. I was like, you know, look what I got. I'm like,
Brother,
dude,
that's my Pikachu.
yeah,
It still
I
has my
definitely had
nickname, I gave
scenarios
it.
like that happen, man.
Did you-
I remember one time I won an art competition, man. This was
Yeah.
when I was a young fella and I was mad into video games. And I was mad into art as well. I loved drawing and painting and stuff. And I won an art competition and I got handed the prize. And it looked like PlayStation 2 boxes
Yeah.
wrapped up in gift wrap, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh my God. And it was like a stack of them too. And I was like, oh my God. And I wasn't allowed to open them until later in the day or when I got home. I was like, no way they got me PlayStation games. Open it up, a load of books, man.
Oh,
I was pissed, man. I was like,
disaster.
the whole day in my head, I was fantasizing these new video games, you know? Books, bro. It was
no
just
one. I
books.
guess no one stole them from you in that instance. You just got your hopes up.
Have you ever stolen off someone?
No.
I don't know if I have.
No, I was very like that experience kind of very
Yeah.
much made me like when I was a kid. I was like a paladin when it came to stealing video games. I was like so vigilant.
I get what you mean.
Like
I
if
get what you
anybody
mean.
told me they stole something of someone else, I'd immediately rat on them because all
Yeah.
my Pokemon games were missing, and I was still very upset about it
Yeah.
until I was like 14.
Fair. I want to say I never stole off someone, but a part of me is like, maybe I did and I've just suppressed the memory. You know what I mean? Maybe I did and I just suppressed the memory. So I don't know. I don't think I did.
Yeah.
You know? I don't think I stole anything off someone.
Yeah.
If I did, I'm sorry, and you can have it back if I still have it.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm a man. I'm just getting angry again. You know, I just this kid's dad was a police officer.
Was
as
that
well,
the
like,
same?
fucked
Was that
up.
the same? Like,
He should have fucking taught his child not to. No, sorry. I just get so. I'm raging, boy. Oh, Super Smash Bros. Melee, dude. I never got it back.
oh man, that's tough, man.
Yeah.
Look, was that the same guy that did the Yu-Gi-Oh cards to you?
The Yu-Gi-Oh cards was actually like half made up for the.
So
video.
it was made up based on that story, I'm
Yes,
assuming. Yeah.
based
okay.
on that story. I've never stole cards with me, but that was like kind of.
Was
made
it the
up.
same, like the name you used in the
No.
reel? Is that a fake name?
It was just a name that came to me in the moment. But the worst thing about this is that I did have a primary school friend called Justin, but he never stole off me. So after we recorded the video, I come around, he's like, "Oh no, if he ever sees this, he's gonna be like, what the fuck, man?"
He's over there. Everyone's fucking shunned him. He doesn't know why.
Shunned him.
He's like, why is no one talking to me, dude?
His work called him into HR and fired him.
I think the best time to be alive was when I was kind of like the 90s, early 2000s, because when video games were out, the internet couldn't just tell you the answer. You
Yeah.
either had to buy a magazine or you had to talk to your friends about it. And that's the part of video gaming that I love.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out stuff with your friends, like the small little community. And then one of the lads breaks it. He figures it out. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh my God, like mind-blowing stuff. You know what I mean?
I think
even the Bigfoot in San Andreas.
Yeah.
When we didn't know that wasn't real.
Yeah.
You know, like the myths.
You
You,
all
you
went-
can't have myths in
You
video
all
games
went
anymore.
looking around it, and then some fucking dude downloads a mod and puts a YouTube video up, and then everybody thinks it's real.
Yeah, and I did go through the forest
Yeah.
looking for fucking Bigfoot in that game. And not only that, I was scared.
Yeah.
And he was never in the
He was
game.
never there.
He was never in the game. But I spent a lot of So I decided, you did the same, I can tell. We were all just walking around this stupid forest because some fucker said there was Bigfoot in it.
I miss that a lot, and I think that's a magic video games is lost because, like,
Yeah, the
when
magic has been lost.
When we were young, you would get like one video game and you played that for like months.
Yep.
Until you figured everything out. Now
you
you get
figured
like
it out.
one video game, you beat that in like a couple of weeks.
But not only that, like the
done.
attention span. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if you get stuck on a hard part, you move on to the next video game. It's fucking mental, you know?
That wasn't an option. You were like,
Yeah.
this is the game you got fucking for these 2 months. You just have to play this over
That's
and
why
over.
I really love video games now that either have like a really, really good story or like the video games that kind of like break the meta a little bit.
Yeah.
Like the Stanley Parable. Have you played
Yeah,
that?
I love the Stanley Parable.
I just love those
Stanley Parable's
where it's
fantastic.
like, it's such a good game,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know, games like that I find are fucking still good.
And
you know?
stuff like Stanley Parable is like short as well, which I appreciate because back in the day, a game needed to be hard and long because it's all I played. You know, it's all I had to for
Yeah.
a while. Now, when like a game tries to be really long and in depth, I'm like, I don't have the fucking, I don't have the
Yeah.
time for this.
But
man.
I feel like that's because we're all scrolling, doom scrolling,
Yeah.
man. That's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
fucked with our attention spans. As much as I hate to say it,
Yeah.
it's fucked with our attention
Or
spans.
just even like in some ways being able to look up the walkthrough and just get a breeze through pods made it like less want me to invest time in it too because when
Yeah,
I really get
'cause when I
stuck I
do
can
that-
just look it up.
Yeah, and when I do that as well, where I'm just following what this guy's telling me to do online, I'm like,
Yeah.
why am I actually doing this? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Now I am just doing this for no gain to myself. So like I try not to look up shit anymore.
Me
you
neither.
know, it's tough though. It's tough. Our heads are changed. You know,
Yeah.
I'd love to go back and like I know this is going to sound crazy, but I'd love if there was 1 month where we just shut off the internet. Every May, there's no internet, and then we just fight, and they bring out a new game. And that at the start of May, and then you have to fucking just go.
When GTA 6 comes out,
When GTA 6 shut down the internet, shut it down. Nobody knows what's going on.
Everybody be sitting there with their controllers up, down, L2, L2.
Yeah. And you have to walk out to your friend's house and knock on the door to
Yeah.
see if he's at home and ask him where he is in the game. Like, you can't text him, or you can text
Yeah.
him, you know, but you can't fucking message him on
when you
Facebook
when you
or whatever.
find out a cheat code, you have to write it down.
Yeah.
On a piece of paper.
It was brilliant when you had the cheat codes.
Yeah.
You know, oh man.
Dude, written them down. I printed out a list of cheat codes at school. I remember that very well. Just printed out on the school printer. The teachers went none the wiser. They thought it was school stuff.
What do you think about that? If the world decided every May there's no internet.
Oh, that'd be fun, but it's never gonna happen.
It's never
That'd
going to
be
happen.
fun.
Like, you know, it's never going to happen. But I think it'd be good for us. I think it would
Probably,
be good.
yeah.
And I think it would be a month of festivals and fucking people partying.
But how are you going to
and
organize it?
paper, man, and posters and how did they do it before, Dan? How did they do it before?
Not very well, I suppose.
Radio,
Post,
you know,
I guess.
radio. We
Yeah.
all listen to the radio for the month, you know.
But without internet, the radio would go on ice now as well, right? Because that's all done via internet now.
It might be done via internet, but they could go back to the radio waves for a month.
get a
If like you're trying to come up with like stopgaps as to why this wouldn't happen. We didn't have the internet before, Dan, and it worked. And I'm telling you, it was a beautiful time.
We'll just bring the old technology back for a month. I agree. That'd be fun.
Yeah, and cinemas would be full again
Cinemas
for that
be
month.
full.
What else would happen during this
Cinemas
month?
be fun, and you couldn't get any of your QR codes scanned at the cinema. You have to go in and queue.
You'd queue and get turned away. Sorry,
Get turned
this
away.
is full.
It's full.
It's full. There's no Googling to see if it's full or, you know, what time's it starting at. You go down and you have to fucking find out what time it's starting
Yeah,
at. You know what I mean?
If you want to book a hotel, if
And
you
it's
wanna go, you
annoying.
have to ring
It's
ahead.
annoying. It is annoying. But it would. There's also something beautiful about it.
It'd
too.
be a nice experience.
I think it'd be a cool
yeah.
experience.
Maybe we'll do like a trial week. We'll just
Let's ask Elon Musk to shut off the internet.
Elon
for a minute.
Musk.
He did it in Iran, didn't he?
What? What are you talking about?
No, he turned on the internet again.
Iran.
He turned on the internet. Sorry, dude. I'm
Press the
sorry.
big button. No
He
internet
did.
for you, Iran.
Iran turned off the internet for everyone there,
Yeah.
and he used his Starlink to turn it back on for people. That's
Yeah.
kind of fucking yeah.
He did the same in.
All right, we need the opposite of Musk for this.
He did the
task.
same in a bunch of African countries as well. I remember that. And then they used Facebook to like organize like genocides and stuff. And it was like, oh fuck, oh shit.
Yeah, remember back in the day when you had to organize a genocide with your posters? You had to get flyers printed out.
I know that well. I learned all about that in school. That was a good question, though.
That was.
I'm trying to think of any. I had one time. I don't know if I mentioned this on a podcast, but this is like a big growing up event for me. It was when my sister was like 16. She was like very rebellious, right? My sister was like the rebellious child. And when we were all on family vacation, she organized this big gaffer in our house because everybody else was gone. And it completely escalated. And a load of her friends stole like a load of my games. And I was very upset about it. So my dad drove around to our friends' houses to try and get games back. And I think we only got one back. And every other parent was like, no, we don't have it. And
really?
Like stonewalling. 'Cause I remember this was like a conspiracy theory. Dude. I felt like I was like uncovering a mafia movement.
Your dad's like some detective going around looking for all these video games.
Oh, my dad's great.
Know?
I mean, he's like older now, so not anymore, but back in the day, my dad was like in peak shape, you know? He was like a multiple black belt in karate. He was a huge fucker.
Fuck yeah.
So he would roll up to houses with me. There was
I met your dad. He's lovely.
Yeah,
I loved your dad.
And he's like he's like a sweet, lovely guy, but he looked fucking tough back in the day. So it was a nice
and it's so nice that he went around for you and did all that stuff. Because, like, I don't know, as an adult now, and maybe again it's just our generation, it is hard to confront other adults, you know.
Yeah.
I feel maybe back in the day it was a little bit easier, you know, because there was no internet. But
the adults are like, am I the asshole?
RateMyNeighbor.com. And your dad's a cool dude. Everything I hear about your dad, I'm like, what a cool dude.
He's great.
Yeah.
But it is tough. I think it's always a weird situation, right? Because like the other adults never want to admit that the kid did something wrong. But like very obviously they did something wrong. So it's a weird thing because then you're like arguing about something even though you're totally in the right. The other person cannot admit that they're in the wrong because then they have to be like, my kid stole off you.
Yeah. In that scenario, would your dad go? Because I feel like it's a very Northside Cork thing to be like. I feel like some parents in certain situations, their answer was, "Kid, you need to retaliate by doing the exact same thing."
He would have never said that.
I remember parents telling kids, "You go and hit him back." You know, if you got hit by a bully, go and hit him back. They're fucking probably betting on their kids. But you know,
no, that never happened.
Have you ever got information where it's like you should just steal something back off?
No, never. That was never the idea. Yeah, no. My parents, they were good at that.
Oh, brilliant! Give me a second here now.
One time though, it was one of my sister's friends who stole off the house by former friends, so not anymore. She's in a very rebellious time, right? So all her friends were like fucking shitheads. But he, one of the kids who stole, I saw him smoke because we went to the same school, and I told my mum about it, and she was like, "You need to just tell his parents he stole off you."
Yeah,
that was like the only time I've ever been encouraged to be petty, and I did tell his parents
that he smoked.
Yeah. He got loads of trouble. I was very happy about it.
Oh, stop! I would have hated growing up around you, dude.
Well, you should have stole my fucking games. It's not my fault.
True.
Fuck around and find out.
You had restraining orders against kids and everything.
That's the little finger of the playground.
No, I admire that. I do admire that, even though I'm taking the piss. I'm going to do a problem, dude. Since we're in good spirits, how about we do mental mayhem?
Sure.
Mental mayhem. Male, 28.
Nice.
See, I'm enjoying that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Because it really cuts out 15 minutes of us fighting over what gender. It really does. So thank you, male 28. I was in Canada last year for a holiday. I brought home a Carhartt hat and was the talk of the town with my new fashion attire. Every second langer is now wearing my hat. I never wanted to be a trendsetter, but here we are. Should I bring back the Kappa quick release button pants next? Love your show and all the stupid cool shit in the background. Love it all. That's unreal. I thought this was at me. Do you want to know something funny about this scenario?
Yeah.
Last night, I found a Carhartt hat. I got a new Carhartt hat. I've sent you. I did steal stuff.
Yeah. Where did you find it?
Fionn Barrows.
Was it like clearly abandoned?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
End of the night.
I've gotten so many hats.
And I was telling everyone, because
yeah.
everyone was like, that's your hat. Because do you remember there was a time I had a Carhat hat and I was wearing it all the time? I actually thought this was going to be directed at me. I wore that hat so much. I was like, oh, fuck, someone's outed me here. I'd probably seen this guy with the hat and was like, that's so fucking cool, dude.
Yeah, I want one of those.
But yeah, I kept telling everyone, I was like, that's not my hat. But it's like, it matches you. That's what they kept saying. It matches you. It's the exact colour of the clothes you're wearing. That's your hat. And even Marie had to be like, he didn't bring a hat in, lads. It's not his hat.
Will you just please take the
And
hat?
in the end, I was like, I'm fucking taking the hat. And I threw the hat on and it made my head itchy. And I was like, I don't want it. It was a plant.
But at least you have it now.
Yeah, I'll wash it. If someone, do you know, I will be honest, if someone lost a beige Carhat hat in Fionn Barras, will I hit the date on the 24th of January? Let me know, I'll give you the hat back.
20 euro.
Submit and I'll give you the hat back.
20 euro.
Come here, remind me of the Kappa Quick Release button pants.
I don't know what that is.
Kappa Quick. Oh, they were the buttons down the side.
Oh, is it the ones
They were the
like-
ones with the buttons. Yes.
Yeah,
and you could open them up.
Yeah.
They
Bring 'em
were
back.
brilliant.
Bring
but,
them back.
But what purpose did they serve?
So you can go from... Is it the ones that turn into shorts?
No, they're not.
It's the ones that you could just release on the side.
You just release them on the side for no
Yeah.
reason, and it would flap along here.
Maybe fashion?
Were you supposed to tuck them up?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe it's if you wear...
I feel like Sean in the background here has a bit more detail on the pants than we do.
They're for training.
For training, you could whip them off. Were the buttons going the whole way down?
Yeah.
Fuck it, man. We should get a pair. We should get a pair. The Magic Mike pants. Let's go.
It's something. Maybe one of my favorite things I love about like fashion trends is when something that's supposed to be functional clothing, like Carhartt,
Yeah.
which was like a construction worker, like outdoor kind of thing. You know, that's what it
What
was
do you
made
mean,
for.
like?
Carhartt.
I don't know what the purpose of that is to be a hat.
Yeah, no, but the brand was built for construction workers.
Okay,
For
I get you. now. I get
people
you.
who worked in like mines, for outdoor
Yeah,
people.
I get you.
People who were climbing up electrical lines. That's
And
who
then it
Carhartt
became-
built. And it
yeah.
became like a big fashion thing for fucking young people. And I mean, like the quick release pants are the same. They probably made them for people in like a fucking heavy gym
Or
session.
training. Yeah,
And then
yeah.
it became like a fashion. I love that stuff. I
But
think
could
it's
you
so
like
fun.
what would you do if you seen someone just go clunk like?
I'd be like, he must have a heavy leg day ahead of him.
I'm assuming like back in the day, people would have just ripped them off people. Yeah, you're walking down the road, and someone just pulls your fucking Kappa pants clean off.
You know what I would love? I would love if the high vis just became like a fashion thing.
The high vis.
Start wearing high vis casually. And the bouncers are like, what the fuck, lads? You don't know who it's who.
Nightclub looks like I'm in a workplace.
Yeah. And you just get in everywhere. Doesn't matter, you just get in everywhere. Every festival, you just shine a flashlight on the crowd and just fucking shines back.
I'd love if they brought back dungarees, dude, man.
Dungarees.
Dungarees
Dungarees
seem
are
cool.
coming back.
Are they coming back?
Yeah, dungarees definitely coming back.
I'd love to just be, you know, just fucking pulling on my dungarees.
Dungarees and mullets are like very fashionable.
talking about just talking about life and pulling on my dungarees.
The dungarees and mullets are like a big fashion thing now.
Well, I can't do the mullet for some reason.
You used to do the dungarees.
And I think I'd look like a proper redneck.
Yeah.
You know? I would
Yeah.
if I was wearing dungarees, you know, it'd be like, my collar's blue and my neck is red.
Yeah, there's only really two genres you can go with the dungarees. That's like the
Yeah.
joke, right? That's the joke everyone makes on the internet, that the fashion sense of like dungarees and mullets is either like rednecks or like the non-binary community. That's like the joke on the internet at the moment, that they have the same, and I think it's the funniest thing.
It is funny how fucking there's a fine line. Isn't there?
There's a fine line.
You're either hipster or redneck.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's so funny. It's great. I love how fashion evolves sometimes.
Anyway,
It's
dude, thank you
beautiful.
for this submission. This was a great one.
Yeah,
This was
very
great.
nice.
What other clothes are out there that we're forgetting about? Yeah, because these pants I remember clearly. The Carhat. What other?
What about
trends?
the what are the jeans? The Jinko jeans? What are they
Jinko
called?
jeans?
The ones that go like really wide at the bottom.
Oh, the flares at the end.
they go like
yeah.
really fucking wide.
But I don't think they were
Skaters
called
used to wear.
Jinkos.
What are they called? I don't know if they're called
I don't know.
Jinkos.
Do you know what else is dying out? Those fucking boots. What were they called, man? The Converse. Converse.
Converse.
They're dying. That's
Converse
dying out a
were
bit.
big
I felt
for a
like,
while.
yeah, when I was a teenager, everyone loved showing off their Converse.
Yeah.
And there was always that one person who had 12 different pairs, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't see them anymore.
Well, yeah, they always kind of. I was never a fan of the Converse.
No?
Never a fan.
Too much lace.
Too much going on.
Yes,
no,
but
not a fan.
they were lovely and I liked them. I never had a good pair of them though.
What else is dying out? What else haven't we seen in a while?
Democracy. That's another thing.
Democracy?
Yeah, remember back in the 90s we used to have democracy. I'm sorry. Dungarees make me political.
Dungarees, bring it out. I think we should have less democracy. I think the Heelys is obviously an obvious one.
The Healy Rays.
The Healy Rays. They're putting wheels on the shoes now.
I always wanted a pair of Heelys, man. I thought they were the sickest
I think you should be
things.
allowed to drive your shoes while drunk.
Do you know what is coming back as well? The light up shoes. You know, you start to see
Light
the
up
kids.
shoes.
The kids are bringing back the light up shoes again. You know.
You know what should come back as a fashion thing?
What?
The fucking dual discs. That should be a fashion thing.
Go away, man.
Just go into the nightclub with 2 dual discs, dude.
You need a permit to be walking around with one of them.
Yeah. Do you have a license
The dual discs. Fuck off.
Do you have a license for that? Do you like why? Fuck off. That was a real thing for a while. Everybody wanted one.
Everyone did want one
Yeah.
as a kid.
Yeah. When I was young, everybody wanted one.
Yeah, but it wasn't a fashion thing. That was specifically, people who liked Yu-Gi-Oh. You know what I
that's
mean?
a fashion thing.
Not really.
The
like,
fact that
you
when
know?
I was young, everybody in school, one of the ones who had them in school were like, "Whoa, that's the same as fashion."
I guess so. Like back in the day, do you remember those fucking things with the ripcord and they used to fly like
Yeah.
they had the arms or the wings.
Yeah.
You could get the male version or the female. What were they called?
I have no idea.
What were they?
Upside
called?
down Beyblades, man. I don't know what they were called. They were
Upside
flying
down
up.
Beyblades.
I know what you mean.
You know the ones I'm on
Yeah,
about?
exactly
They
what
were
you're
kind
on
of cool.
about.
They were kind of cool.
They were very cool. Did one of the kids you were growing up with ever get like an RC helicopter or something like that?
I was just thinking,
Yeah.
I got an RC helicopter.
Oh, dude,
I
they
had
were
a few of them, man.
sick, man.
I only ever got to use them once, man. Every time I used my RC helicopter, it went over someone's wall that I couldn't get it back.
Yeah, I had 2 RC helicopters and they both broke within a week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I told you about how me and my dad built an RC Subaru.
Yeah.
There used to be
Yeah,
magazines.
yeah.
There used to be magazines. These yellow magazines you used to get weekly.
Bit by
and
bit.
the first magazines were like £1 or €1 or whatever. And then as soon as you got committed, as if you had enough pieces to the car, the price just went up to like €10 for the magazine. So it was just like such a money sink. And there was over 300 magazines to build the car.
Yeah.
300 little bits.
Man, magazines are another thing that's gone that needs to come back.
Magazines
I
are-
loved
yeah.
magazines growing
We're
up.
just this podcast has just been nostalgia.
I know.
really,
I
isn't
don't
it?
mind it at all. I love magazines, bro. Like fucking, it was video game magazines for me. I used to just flick through those things over and over again. I had the best time.
Oh, unreal.
Just reading about new releases, reading like a review on a game I've played. Oh man,
Yeah,
there's nothing like it.
There was some joy sitting in the back of a car reading through the magazine.
Yeah.
You know?
And then it used to come with these CDs, right? They
Yeah.
used to come with these CDs
The
that had
demos.
just demos for loads of games on.
Yeah.
It was fucking amazing,
brilliant,
man.
You know,
I really
they were
miss that.
expensive though. They were
Yeah.
expensive. But that's cool. What else do we forget? There's plenty of nostalgic stuff we could talk about, but I'm more interested in the clothes. If there's any clothes that we're forgetting, send it in. Also, should we tell people we're changing it up a little bit this year? We're going to be having more guests on. So
Yeah.
if you think there's anyone interesting that you'd like to see on the podcast, just let us know.
In
Yeah.
fact, I think we can just say this because it's not a secret. We could just say who we're getting on if people want to submit questions.
Yeah, we might as well. And
Yeah.
we'll post about it as well. But
Yeah.
the next guest we're having on, I don't know if it's next week or the week after. We still
Yeah,
have to
it'd be
work
one
it
of
out.
the next. But they put in a question for me, just ignore them.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, throw it in the wild cards. It's going to be the owner and co-founder of Sandbox, the board game place that we were at.
Yes.
Um,
If you have any questions about how to open a business, a game store, how to get into stuff like that, I think he's a very interesting guy.
or turning, I think like he's one of the lads that like was really good at turning his hobby into
to a living.
a living.
Yeah, into a
that-
very, very
I'd love to
successful
talk to
living.
him about that, to be
Yeah.
honest. So yeah, we're going to have him on pretty soon. If there's any questions for the lad that owns Sandbox, just send them in and
Yeah.
we'll ask them and we'll talk them out and See how it goes.
Yeah,
Alright.
send him some magazines
Yeah. All right, I think it's a good point to
finish it
jump
up.
off there.
Before we end this, please like and subscribe to Fearless YouTube channel. Thank you to the guys at Fearless Digital Network
Thanks,
for
guys.
supporting us, setting us up, letting us record in here, promoting us. It's absolutely beautiful, and they're very close to hitting a milestone. So please follow all their socials.
Please
listen
do.
on Spotify and follow on Spotify. Follow on Spotify.
And
That's
check
all
out the
I'd
sexy.
say.
Check out the sexy logo on my ear.
Yeah,
Look at that.
yeah.
Is it there? Anyway, thanks a million, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for submitting, and have a great fucking week.
Have a great week.
Bye.